recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Chris.
Yo, we going down to Sesame Street.
That's your impression of hardcore rap?
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list.
Oh my God.
You were like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Trivial Warfare. We are the podcast that takes the pub quiz out of the pub and brings it home to you. My name is Jonathan, and this is episode number 316 of Trivial Warfare. I am here with my man Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Jonathan, it's good to be back on. How you holding up today?
Yeah, I'm holding up pretty good. It's going to be kind of a weird day. Me and you are holding down the fort in this first episode, and then in 317 coming up, it's just me. I'm flying solo.
Yeah, just you, yourself, and you. This is actually my birthday, my 47th birthday.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. My man had a birthday this week.
I did, and so my wife asked me to just do one recording because she might have a few surprises for me throughout the weekend. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's ooh la la level, but I know we've been playing some great board games and just having a nice time hanging out with each other. So that's a positive. So
Chris, anyway. It's your birthday weekend. Your wife has surprises for you. It's ooh la la level, my man.
Okay, fair enough. Do you even know what that means?
No, I don't. But I think we should sing.
Fair enough.
So before I introduce, I think so. I'm going to do it. I'll do it by myself if I have to, but I hope everybody else joins in. It sounds terrible.
Lord.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
On a 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip.
See?
Hooray. You know what's so great about that is that I just got saying happy birthday from 4 different time zones. That's really cool.
Wow, that's incredible.
Super cool. I know, that's awesome. So thank you very much, y'all. I really appreciate it. It's very kind.
You know, Chris, I don't want to belabor it, but because we're about to meet one of our guests, if we'd have waited maybe another 40 minutes, you could have had your happy birthday sung to you from the future.
No, it isn't. It already is the future.
I mean, it is the future, but I mean from tomorrow.
Valid point.
So that's pretty cool. So
yes.
let's introduce our guests.
Yes, they're awesome guests. This is exciting to have all 3 of them on today.
Absolutely. So first up, Jilyan Andersen is with us today. Hey, Jilyan.
Hello.
We are glad you are here.
I'm so excited.
All right. Jeremy Goodson's with us today. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jonathan.
Welcome, my friend. Glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
And Josh Mullen is returning. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm excited to be back, too.
I am excited you're here. I've always been saddled with Sam Mitchell when we've played in the past, and now I have a chance. No.
Oh, man. Wow.
Sorry, Sam. I love you. All right, so let's get to know you guys a little bit better. Jilyan, we'll start with you. Tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I'm from Perth. It's in Western Australia. And I am an admissions officer for the University of Western Australia. I work mostly with the medical school. Something fun. I guess it's fun that I'm a belly dancer.
Really?
That's very cool.
That's how did you get into that?
Semi-retired now. Well, it was probably about 25 years ago. A friend dragged me along to a class and I kept going. She dropped out. And just this morning, I was working with a couple other dancers, making a new sword choreography, and just generally having fun.
That's super cool. What do you love about that?
Oh, I just love the musicality of it, and it's. I mean, people think belly dance is just one thing, but there's so many different aspects of it. Like right now, I'm doing a form of belly dance that was actually created in San Francisco. So,
wow,
it's called Fat Chant style.
Well, that is super cool, and I am very glad that you are here. So very cool.
I think that's the first belly dancer I've ever met, as a matter of fact. So that's very cool.
Really?
Well, no,
yes,
Chris,
I
don't think so. Every dance I've ever done is actually a belly dance because of the size of my belly.
You stole my line.
And in all fairness, I do the truffle shuffle quite a bit, and that is considered a belly dance. Thank you, Chunk. So
you'll have to teach it to me, Chris.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, no, I want to get a recording. We're going to get a recording of Chris teaching people how to do the truffle shuffle.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay me some money for that, Jonathan. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, my God. We can gift that. That'd be amazing.
Put up a GoFundMe in the Trivial Warfare group.
I guarantee you could make hundreds of dollars that way, dude.
Oh, man. Well, Jillian, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
I just had a new vision of a new income stream of having people pay Chris to do things because they will do it.
Gosh.
It would be incredible. All right. So, Jeremy, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I am from Chicago. I am an IT tech by day, and something fun about myself is I host, when we have bars, pub trivia. Other than that, I have a Twitch channel, and I do a lot of streaming.
Tell everybody what your Twitch channel is.
It's twitch.tv/LKJeremy. I do some trivia content on there, and I do a lot of marbles on stream.
I know you used to do karaoke, too, until the RIAA and the rest of the licensing people got their grubby little hands on it.
Yeah, we used to have a Saturday karaoke show every week, and using an app called Twitch Sings, and basically they were told, at least from what I've heard, that their costs for the next year were going to go up about 5 times if they wanted to keep doing it because of the recording industry. And they said, nope, and just pulled the plug.
All right, well, it ruined it for a lot of us. We were enjoying that. So glad you're here. And then I want Josh, tell everybody where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
I am from the Seattle area up here in Washington State. I work for the Department of Revenue, in the collection of taxes. I love.
Every time you're on, Josh,
the money I had to set aside for taxes this year, man. Good.
That's all right. But and then something fun about myself. I don't think I've said it before, but Chris mentioned board games, and we love board games. You can see one of my shelves behind me there. Yes. But we have over 300 board games, and we love playing them all the time. And since we've been since the first kind of shelter in place started about a year ago, we've played 250 of those at least once.
Wow.
We've played more of them a lot. Well, you guys are wowing. For the first 100 days, we're keeping up a good pace of an average of 2 a day, 2 new games a day. But we've been playing through them. And
so, Josh, you had a very large shelf of shame, is what you're saying.
Well, that's just one of the shelves. I mean,
no. A shelf of shame is a shelf that the games that you've bought a long time ago and yet played.
Oh no! I meant new while quarantined.
Oh wow!
But not newly purchased, but uniquely played since.
Gotcha.
Since we Gotcha. Printed up a list and started making check marks on it when we.
That is nice. Single-spaced, quad column.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a newspaper
font list, 2 pages.
Wow.
He's going to sell that to the New York Times later. So, Josh, can we see your shirt?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you haven't seen that shirt before?
So
that's fantastic.
I saw Geordi LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation, and I saw cut off sleeves, and it has a rainbow on it, and it says Reading Rambo. And it's essentially Geordi posing like Rambo with a gun, and it's incredible. It's incredible. You have good taste, my friend. All right, guys. So we've met everybody. I think it's time to get warmed up. It is time for Warm It Up. Chris.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA. And that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
Or in this case, Warm It Up Jeremy.
Jeremy's going to run us through Warm It Up today. Okay, Jeremy, take it away.
With some help from Brittany Shaw, so big thanks to Brittany.
Thank you, Brittany.
We came up with a round called The One Where Chris Warms It Up.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
This is going to be a list of 25 episodes of Friends, and you have to identify if it's real or something we made up.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
right.
boy.
Let's start with Jonathan.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Give it to the big man himself. Your first one. The one where Dr. Ramoray dies. Is that real or fake?
That's fake. That's not real.
I don't think it's Ramoray. I think it's Ramore.
Is it Ramoray?
Yes, because it's it's Dr. Drake Ramore is Joey's character that he plays on Days of Our Lives. So I don't know if you want to redo that or not.
The one where Dr. Ramoray dies.
In that case, I'm going to say yes.
I am the master of mispronouncing things. You can ask anybody. They make fun of me about it.
Wait a second.
No.
That's my shtick.
Yeah.
That is my shtick. Stay away from it, Jeremy.
And just because y'all favor each other does not mean that you could just take his bit.
But yes, that is real. That is absolutely real.
See, like
Yep.
I said.
Yeah, I believe he fell down an elevator shaft or something like that. It was really.
And then doesn't his evil twin come back or something?
Yes. Well, no, it wasn't his evil twin, but they did a brain transplant and moved his brain to another person's body. So it was just so great.
Let's go to Josh then. Number 2, the one with the phalange. Actually, let me reread that.
Spell
Number
that.
2, the one with the phalange.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy!
Oh, boy. No, we're not
I
editing
was going
any
to
of
say,
those,
is
by the way.
phalange like Stonehenge?
I am not a fan of Friends. So these are all going to be coin flip, shot in the dark. Like, I feel like Regina Phalange is a Friends reference. I don't know what it means. But I'm going to say that is not an episode of Friends. That's one you made up.
You are correct. That is completely made up.
Wow.
All right, nice job.
All right, Chris, let's go to you next. The one at the beach.
One at the beach. I remember an episode that was at the beach because the Phoebe had a beach house that she was going to, and for some reason the floor was made completely out of sand.
Better than lava.
I know, right? That's true. The floor, instead of the floor is lava, the floor was sand. So I'm going to say yes, that was a real episode.
That is a real episode. Season 3, episode 25.
All right.
All right, Jillian, we'll go to you next.
Cool.
The one with the worst best man ever.
No, that sounds legit. Real.
Yeah, that is real. Season
Nice.
4, episode 22.
Who was the worst best man ever?
It was
Ross, right?
Well, no, it was Ross that was getting married. It was Joey, and it was actually Joey and Chandler together as the best men for Ross. Yeah. So.
All right, then back to Jonathan.
Jonathan with a soft J.
Hard
with a soft J.
It's been so long since you've made that joke. J has been hard my whole life, Chris.
Did you realize we're all J's here except for Chris?
Oh, you're outnumbered, C-boy.
Right.
Something about the
Call
day
him-
being harder
call
for
him
longer than 4
Christopher.
hours and needing to see a doctor. I don't know.
We all have hard J's, Chris.
I don't know if I've got the plumbing for that.
Jillian, you're going to fit in just fine. You're good.
All right,
All right,
Jonathan. Here we go. This might be an easy one. Number 5, the one with the pivot.
I mean, at this point, it's just a meme. So I will say, yes, it's real.
Nope, totally made it up.
Oh, damn you. Damn you.
You should have gone with Game Theory, man. He's
Bad
had 2 in a
son.
row.
Not Jeremy Goodson. Jeremy Bad Son. Yes.
Bad son.
No. You could give him the soft J now. Now it's Jeremy.
Jeremy.
All right, Yash.
All right, yeah, Yash, yeah. All right, yours is the one with Unagi.
The one with Unagi. Well, I am going to just go straight game 3. It's been 3 yeses and 2 nos so far, so I'm going to go with a no. This is not a Real Friends episode.
Unfortunately, it is a Real Friends
episode.
Season 6, episode 17.
Game theory fail.
Oh, yeah, no, you should not game theory this. It is completely
Don't tell me
randomized.
what to do.
All right, Chris?
Yeah.
The one with all the candy.
All the candy.
I want candy.
I'm just going solely off of remembering what I know and what I don't know. So I'm going to say no, it was not, because I can't think of a episode that had candy centric.
It was real. Season 7,
Season
7, episode 9.
Okay. All right. That might have been the part of my time in my life where I actually had a life. Got it. Okay. Good to know.
That's the reason I don't know any of these. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, you didn't have. Did you have a life in the early 2000s?
No.
All right. I was going to say, I knew you back then, mister. Don't lie.
All right, Jillian, this one's to you. The one where Rachel finds out.
I'm pretty sure that's real, but you can tell by the tone of my voice I'm actually not sure at all.
Well, we'll take it because it is real. Season 1, 24.
Yeah. Very cool. Good job.
All right, Jonathan.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Jesus.
Jesus.
And I don't mean Kanye.
Shut up, Kanye.
Get out of here, Kanye. Nobody wants you here.
Oh.
No, it's Kanye.
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 No.
Kanye.
Yours is the one with the adoption.
I'm saying real.
Nope, made it up.
So what you're doing, so what you did was pick popular themes or topics from episodes and then make them the name of your fake show. I got your number now, mister.
Because Phoebe had triplets and adopted them out to her brother.
And then the pivot one. Yeah, totally, that's what you're doing. You
shenanigans.
All right, going into number 10 here, Josh. The one with the giant poking device.
Fake.
Hello.
That is real. Season 3, episode 8.
So does anyone remember the plot for that one?
There's a poking device.
Okay.
And it was giant.
Wow.
I do not. I
don't either. I actually don't. I've only seen, I've never seen the whole show. I've seen probably a total of half of it, if I had to guess.
I think I might have watched half a season.
I remember watching a lot of it, but don't remember that one.
All right, so I think we're going to Chris here.
Yep.
All right. The one with the pizza box.
What about the pizza box, Ray?
What the what?
No, I was just
the pizza box.
I said box. I said, what about the pizza box, Ray? No, I was thinking about I was just thinking Ghostbusters. The one with the pizza box. Again, cannot think of anything. I'm going to do a little game theory on this. I'm going to say no, Jeremy. No, it was not an episode.
You're correct. It was not an episode. Completely made it up.
Woohoo!
All right, Jillian.
I'm here.
The first one.
First one. Wouldn't it be the one that was the first? No, that fake.
You're correct. It is fake.
Good job. All right, one more time around. Rapid fire, Jeremy.
All right. Jonathan, the one where Marcel leaves.
Fake.
Fake. Correct.
See, I saw your plot line there, mister.
Josh, to you, the one where Phoebe hates PBS.
PBS.
Fake.
That is real. Episode 5, or episode 4, season 5.
On a coin flip, I got 1 out of 4. That's
Chris, to you, the one where Ross can't flirt.
That's real.
That is real. Season 5, episode 19.
Yep.
And Jillian, to you, the one with all the cheesecakes.
Got to be real.
That is real. Season 7, episode 11.
Yeah, I remember that episode. By the way, the one with the giant poking device, basically, ugly naked guy hasn't moved from his apartment, so they built a massive poking device out of chopsticks to poke him to see if he was still alive or just taking a long nap. Yes, that was the
okay, I got you.
Yeah, that was the plot device on that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, glad to know.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up Warm It Up, Chris. Great job, Jeremy.
Thank you. And
who feels warm? Do you feel warm, Josh?
This is the one where Josh didn't get warm.
Yeah, I get it. All right, guys. So today is episode number 316. This episode is on the main feed, so want to say a shout out to all of our awesome listeners. If you enjoy Trivial Warfare and you want more Trivial Warfare, there is a lot more out there for you. We have over 200 episodes that are for patrons only. You can access those episodes by becoming a patron at a sergeant level or higher. Go to trivialwarfarearmy.com and sign up, and you will get access to everything. And I think you'll enjoy it.
Woohoo!
Today's game, it's going to be Chris and Josh versus Jillian and Jonathan. Jeremy is hosting, and it's time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
All right, I've got my hammer ready. We're ready to go, Jeremy. Round 1, question 1. Fight.
Meowneer's ready.
round 1, question 1, and the category of science.
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 Yes.
Josh, where's yours?
I was writing it down. I got distracted. Science!
Did you write it in all caps with an exclamation point?
Maybe.
That is my Wi-Fi password, by the way. It's science in all caps with an exclamation point.
Wow. Just do you really want that out there for the world to know?
I don't care.
No, it's completely spelled out, though. Science in all caps with an exclamation
point.
All right, what's the question?
A botanist would be able to tell you that the male reproductive organs of a flower consist of the anther and filament. Together, they go by what name?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I never remember the difference.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, but I believe you're correct. So if you want to lock it in.
Then yeah, we are locked in.
So, Jillian, the two that come to mind that most times people are asking about in trivia games are the pistil and the stamen, right?
Mm.
And I suggested stamen, and the reason I did is I think there's a mnemonic out there that min is part of the word stamen, and that's how you know that's the male reproductive organ. I think that's a thing. If it's not, then I made it up and I apologize.
That's a good mnemonic. If you made it up, you should be happy.
No. Yeah, but it wouldn't be right.
Well, if it's right. Well, stamen was the first word that came into my head.
Okay,
and
that's good.
And I forgot about pistils completely.
Yeah.
I'm not clear on what the pistil is. Which bit is that?
If the stamen is the male part, then the pistil is the female part.
Why would the female part be a pistil?
That's why the mnemonic is necessary, if I'm remembering this stuff correctly, because you would think the pistil would be the male, but I think it's not.
Yeah, those botanists, I guess it takes all kinds. I reckon stamen. I'm happy with that.
All right, we're going to go stamen.
All
Chris
right,
and
yeah.
Josh.
I immediately wrote stamen on there, and actually I think I wrote stamina. So that was so there's that. But Josh, I think you are the correct one. And
yeah, just like Jonathan said, it's pistil and stamen, and you need a mnemonic to remember them. And I don't have that mnemonic. I remember it being the male organ, and I honestly think that I had a question on a previous episode of Trivial Warfare about this exact thing, and I'm pretty sure I got it wrong.
Come on, Jeremy. Come on.
We locked in with pistil.
Pew pew.
You locked in with pistol?
Correct.
That's what he said.
Okay. Well, one team is getting points on this. The two would be the pistol and the stamen. The one I'm looking for on this one is the stamen.
Yay!
There's your mnemonic, everybody. Stamen has the word men in it. So that's how you know that's the male reproductive organ. I didn't make that up. That obviously somebody taught me that.
If you could take out the part where I said I had that question previously and still got it wrong, that'd be great. Joel, take that out.
All right. Well, let's jump into question number 2 then.
Yos!
In the category of televisiones.
Television.
All right. Here's how it goes. Hearing no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, stop more than likely brings up some fond memories for anyone who is a fan of the game show Press Your Luck. While the current iteration is hosted by Elizabeth Banks, who was the original host of the show, which started back in 1983? Oh. Unfortunately, the former host and his wife were tragically lost in a plane crash in 2006.
Give me a minute, Josh.
Oh my God. The name of today's episode is 100% going to be the one with the soft J.
Yes. Oh, it's going to be awful.
Do you know that sometimes J is a kit sound?
Is a what sound?
A kit, like you would be Conathan.
Really?
Jeremy, Kosh. I think it's a Turkish language.
Christopher.
I learned.
That would be Christopher at that point.
I don't know if it's in Portuguese or Italian, but I was talking to somebody, and they said that the J sound in their name was a J, not a J. It's a J, like Zhuj. So you could be Jeremy, Josh, Jillian, and Jonathan.
Yeah.
So I think, Jillian, I think we can lock in with my answer.
Yeah, it's all up to you, mate. I'm like, I don't think that show even made it over here.
Okay, we're gonna lock in. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I think I have it.
That's the worst because, Jeremy, you started reading the question, and I immediately started typing "press your luck" to Chris, and right as you said "press your luck," delete. and then you got to the part that I don't know. So, Chris, where you at?
No, it's not coming to me, Josh. It really is. Isn't
the only old host I know from game shows is Richard Dawson. I'm sure it's not Richard Dawson. But that's
it's not. It's not.
Richard Dawson, the geneticist.
I think.
Right.
Oh wow,
that's the one. Yes, he used to kiss every sample.
Or did Wink Martindale host game shows?
He did. He absolutely did. Tic Tac Doe, and he did quite a few other ones. But no, I don't think it's coming to me, bro. It really, unfortunately, Josh, it really is just. It's like I can hear his voice. I could see his mannerisms on it. He was. I can't tell you how many times when I'm rolling dice for a board game, I say no whammies, stop.
Right.
So it's just like it's funny because the vernacular's there. The format of the game is there. If he asked who was hosting it now, I would have easily been able to say Elizabeth Banks, but I have no idea. I have no idea who did it, and I don't want to even waste any more time because I don't know. I really don't.
Lock him with a Lucky Janssen then.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Janssen it is.
Right, we're locking in with Janssen.
So
yes, it's a Swedish name.
So Jillian, you said that Press Your Luck didn't make it to Australia?
I don't think so, unless it was on when I was at work or something. I don't know.
I mean, you would have been a kid. It would have.
I don't know about that.
Mid-80s.
I outrank you in age, man.
Significantly? I can't imagine that.
No. I can't remember how old you are, to be honest.
Don't ask that question.
I mean, I'm 44.
I'm 47.
Age is just a number.
Oh, there you go.
I had a 0 birthday in 2020. But
wow, you look.
Congratulations.
You look 20. Yes.
She just turned 40.
These web cameras are very sorry, not
30.
Web cameras are very forgiving.
So I remember this guy, dark hair, and The name Peter Tavarkin came to mind. I don't know if I'm misplacing a letter. I'm not going to give his first name, but I am going to answer Tavarkin.
You're answering Tavarkin?
Tavarkin.
Okay. And Chris and Josh, what was your final?
Janssen.
That's right. Lucky Janssen. Jonathan, you are so close.
It's Tamarkin, isn't it?
It's Tamarkin.
Damn it!
Oh.
The thing is I don't know if I ever clearly heard the letter in the name.
When Peter Tamarkin.
I couldn't tell. I always thought it was Tavarkin. From watching it, I thought his name was Tavarkin.
But nice memory pull, though. At least to get close to it.
It's brutal to know the answer and still get it wrong. That doesn't feel better. Yeah,
you're about 3 inches from the cup, and
I'm just glad that when you said Tavarkin, Chris's face didn't react like, oh yeah, I remembered something. That was nothing for me. There was no way we were getting that.
There was no way around it.
I was anxious about it because I knew there was a chance that it was an M and not a V. So.
Well, and again, it's just like he had a really great personality for that show, because that show you had to be a little serious, but you also had to be very, very silly. Just because you had these whammies around it, and he was a really good host for it. I just wish I remembered his name.
Yeah, there's a really good documentary, if you ever get a chance to watch it, that they made on it's on YouTube, but it was made by the Game Show Network, about the guy who basically cheated at the show.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think I have
Richard
heard
Larson
of that.
was the guy's name, and he studied it. He found out that there were just 8 screens, and there was no randomness to it at all. It was patterns that were being followed, and he went on the show and won $100-something thousand.
He could have kept going if he wanted to. He could have done it until they stopped him.
I guess, but he didn't cheat then. He just
he memorized it.
He game theoried it, yeah.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He literally memorized the pattern, the board, and the light pattern. And so he knew at which point the light would stop on the thing he wanted, and he kept choosing the one, like 5,000 in a spin, 5,000 in a spin, 5,000 in a spin. He just kept doing it.
That's awesome. Wow.
A lot of it was, the entire documentary was hosted by Peter Tamarkin, so it must have been before 2006 that they made it.
It wasn't hosted by Peter Tavarkin?
Maybe it was. You never know.
Let's move
on to question number 3. Geography-based food.
Food.
Geography.
I like food.
All right. Due largely to the locations of many of its restaurant storefronts and their known proclivity to stay open in even the most severe weather, what is the name of the informal metric used by FEMA to determine the effect of a storm and the likely scale of assistance required for disaster recovery? Yep. And I threw a bonus brigade into this one.
Ooh, shout out to the bonus brigade.
For 2 bonus points, tell me in which state you can find the original location of this namesake business.
It's funny, we didn't have it as a question, so it's usable, but this did come up in a conversation in a recent recording that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
I think it hasn't come out yet.
No, I'm pretty sure it has.
Okay. All right. But it wasn't the question.
Nope. I need to know what that system is called, and then for 2 bonus points, where the namesake business that system is named for is from. Just the state. I don't need the city.
Unless you have a more favorable guess, I say let's just lock both those in.
No, that works for me.
We're locked in.
So
all right, that means Jonathan and Jillian, you guys can talk it out.
Yeah.
So you were saying Georgia, are they famous for waffles?
No, I don't know any states that are famous for waffles because we don't have a state of Belgium here.
And isn't that the only kind of waffle, Jonathan? Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a Georgian waffle for sure.
I heard this theory that all the US states kind of track back to their immigrant populations. So where did all the Germans move to?
I don't believe that to be a true thing, but
I think there's a book.
Okay.
I was going to say
that doesn't mean I believe it's true.
the state of Hasselhoff.
Those immigrant Californians.
It's more a theory than a fact. Where did all the Germans move to? Like all those religious people moved to New England.
I don't know. I think the German population is kind of Midwest. Like even I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. Honestly.
Do you think it could be Illinois?
Yeah. The reason I suggested Georgia is that Waffle House is a distinctly Southern kind of thing. It is
like
I grew up in Georgia, and I don't know if it's a right answer or not, but there is something that's pulling me to Georgia for that answer.
Well, I'm not being pulled anywhere at all, so I'm happy with Georgia.
So we're going to say the Waffle House Index and Georgia.
Chris and Josh.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a Southern thing. I always joke that the Mason-Dixon line should have been called the IHOP Waffle House line. It's not exactly accurate. There's some Waffle Houses north of that, but we went with I'm sorry. Our answer was the Waffle House Index. Yes, we did say the same thing for the main answer. But for our bonus, we were as lost as you guys. We ended up locking in with Arkansas because it's a state in the South.
Exactly. Arkansas. But in a way, Georgia's a good answer because one of Waffle House's famous things is pecan waffles, and of course, Georgia is is pecan land. So pecan.
Yeah, we call them pecans here.
Do you really? Australia is honorary Georgian.
So we're pecans up here in the Chicagoland, but we don't know how to say vowels, so it's okay.
All right, Jeremy, what do you got?
Yeah, your answers are both teams getting credit for the Waffle House Index. One team getting credit knowing that the Waffle House is from Georgia.
Oh, man.
All right. Good.
I'm really stoked that I didn't know why I felt like it might be Georgia, but I definitely did have something drawing me to it. Okay, at the end of the first round, the score is 22-10. You guys didn't get the first question right, did you?
No, we did not.
Okay, yeah, 22-10. Jillian and Jonathan are in the lead.
To be fair, it's Jonathan.
Nah.
It's both of us.
All right, round 2. This entire round actually was also submitted by Brittany Shaw.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you, Brittany.
This entire round also has a theme. All 3 questions are in the before and after format.
Ooh,
I know how much you love those.
Nice. I do love this.
So let's get into question 1. In 1967, Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor replaced Mary Wilson and Cindy Birdsong when Berry Gordy signed them to a lifetime recording contract at Motown. They would go on to sing Let the Sun Shine In before the lead went solo in 1970. Name this girl group.
Jesus, that was a lot of stuff, but I think I know where you're going.
I can reread it if you want.
Not yet. Do you want the version of the name with the lead in front of it?
Yes. That is a fair question, yes.
Hey, Jonathan, I would actually like him to repeat it, please.
I would love it, please.
Okay. In 1967, Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor replaced Mary Wilson and Cindy Birdsong when Berry Gordy signed them to a lifetime recording contract at Motown. They would go on to sing Let the Sun Shine In before the lead went solo in 1970. Name this girl group. And it is a before and after.
Yeah, Jillian, if you're comfortable with my answer, I'm pretty confident in that.
Yep. And it's now officially the future here.
Oh my God, it's tomorrow. Do you have the flying cars?
Can I have the winning lotto numbers?
7, 23.
Oh, I gotta write these down. Hold on.
But you have to buy
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have to buy your ticket in Australia, Jeremy.
59.
We are locked in.
All right. That means Chris and Josh, you guys can talk it out.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just
Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor are Supreme Court justices.
Right. He's talking about the Supremes.
Right.
But I feel like we're missing something because he went into the Let the Sun Shine In. I feel like I said, I just feel like we're missing something.
Well, and the only way that I could put that together in my head is the Supreme Court justices. And it doesn't flow as well as I'd like a good before and after to flow.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So it's like so that's just why I'm a little on the confused side on this. So,
but I don't think I'm going to come up with anything better than the Supreme Court justices.
You know, I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I'm going to have a better answer because it's just like because Diana Ross was the one that left. Like I said, I just think we're missing a piece on the answer. Yeah, Jeremy, we're locking in with the Supreme Court justices.
Jonathan and Jillian?
So I don't know if y'all missed when I asked Jeremy out loud, but I asked him if we needed to put the version of the name with the lead singer in the front. And he said yes. So our answer was Diana Ross and the Supreme Court Justices.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Chris said it and didn't put it into the question or put it into the answer. It is Diana Ross and the Supreme Court Justices.
Okay, I have a little beef. I have a little beef with that because they weren't Diana Ross and the Supremes. They were the Supremes.
It depends on what part of their career they were in. They were billed as
towards the end of their career, they were Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Okay, I don't remember that, but I don't remember that. But okay, cool. All right, we're moving on.
All right, question number 2.
That's specifically why I asked that question, because it didn't feel right.
No, I got you.
All right, number 2. The lead singer of the Sex Pistols has a website that tells you the freshness of movies.
I know this.
I'm just going to let you type it, Chris, because I'm going to agree with you. Yep.
All right, we're locked in, Jonathan and Julian.
Jillian, you can go ahead and tell us how you know that, because I think you're right.
Okay, so I know who the lead singer of the Sex Pistols is, and that's Johnny Rotten. And I know that a website that tells you how fresh a movie is Rotten Tomatoes. So, well, if I pronounce it tomatoes,
I love when you said tomatoes or
I was going to say
tomatoes.
If it's the correct answer, I will accept it. That's all I'm saying.
just want you to read everything.
It's Johnny Rotten Tomatoes. That's how you guys talk, right?
All right.
Johnny Rotten Tomatoes. You said tomatoes,
Can you understand me now? I'm walking
That's much better.
here.
Can you please keep that up for the rest of the episode?
No.
Don't worry. I could.
No, I don't want that at all.
What you wish for.
No, your voice is beautiful. Your accent is perfect. Keep it the way it is. We also wrote in Johnny Rotten Tomatoes.
Both teams getting credit. Johnny Rotten Tomatoes is correct.
Tomato.
Sorry, Johnny
So y'all are making it British, but she said tomatoes. That's a different one.
I don't think so.
No,
did you say tomatoes?
Sounded like tomatoes.
I don't even know what I said anymore.
Well, how do you pronounce tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
Okay, well, that changed now. And now she's self-conscious. She's thinking about
it. You heard it wrong, mister. Just admit you're wrong.
Maybe.
Wrong!
Okay, let's go into question number 3 then. This one is a before, during, and after.
Oh.
So it's a 3-parter.
Okay.
I will tell you ahead of time, I'm going to be looking for a TV show and 2 songs that will mash up together. Okay, here we go. Jodie Whittaker takes Glenn Ballard, Alanis Morissette, and Flea from 1995 Hollywood to 1978 London to cover the theme song for a procedural crime drama that ran from 2000 to 2015.
Give me the whole thing again slowly.
Please.
Okay, I'll go slow.
More feeling.
Jodie Whittaker takes Glenn Ballard, Alanis Morissette, and Flea from 1995 Hollywood to 1978 London to cover the theme song for a procedural crime drama that ran from 2000 to 2015.
Oh, ain't no way I'm getting this. From 2000 to 2015?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Be a
I recognize some of those words.
Yeah. Like I said, just to make it put out there, it's going to be a TV show and 2 songs that mash up together.
I got it. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, I love you.
Well, thank you. I love you too, Josh.
That's good.
You good?
Yes, go ahead. You lock that in.
All right, we're locked in, guys and gals.
Okay, so Jillian, I'm going to share information that I think will help, and I'm hoping you can do something with it. The 1978 part is going to be a song by The Who, and the song by The Who will be something that was used on a CSI show.
Oh,
because CSI does Won't Be Fooled Again. It does. They did Baba O'Reilly.
The one with the screaming.
Say again.
The one with the screaming.
Yes. Yeah. That's Won't Be Fooled Again, I think. So that's going to be one of the parts of. I don't know who Jodie Whittaker is.
I don't know who Glenn Ballard or Jodie Whittaker is.
I don't really either. I know Alanis
and
Morissette.
I can't remember which band Flea's from, and I can't think of any Alanis. Ah, yes, of course. Duh.
So Alanis Morissette did Jagged Little Pill. She did You Ought to Know. The name of the album was Jagged Little Pill. You Ought to Know was a hit. Ironic was a hit. You Learn was a hit. There's lots.
Oh, what about CS Ironic?
Oh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, okay. CS Ironic is solid.
What is 95 Hollywood to London? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Is Jodie Whittaker a Doctor Who? I bet the time travel is probably a Doctor Who thing. So Doctor Who, CS Ironic, now that's where I'm getting lost, and I don't know where Flea fits
there's only one TV show.
Okay, Jeremy, you said
Jodie Whittaker. She's only just recently become Doctor Who. So
I think that's going to be the part of it, though. That's going to be the part of it. So, Jeremy, could you tell us you wanted 2 songs and a band?
No, 2 songs and a TV show.
What's the 2000 to 2015 thing?
That's the CSI part. So he doesn't want The Who, but I bet he wants Doctor Who.
But
Doctor, Who Are You? So was one of the CSI songs, Who Are You? Who? I bet it was. Yeah. So Doctor Who Are You Learn could be. I don't know where Flea and Glenn Ballard come into this.
Where's the? Oh, okay, so Doctor Who's the TV show.
Yep.
But did I mishear? I thought that Jeremy said the TV show finished in 2015.
So
and Jodie Whittaker's the current Doctor.
So he's giving
if that's the right name.
He's giving us that part of it to figure out that the Who did theme songs for CSI.
Oh, okay.
So CSI isn't part of the answer. It was just part of the question to get you to the Who.
I need a tour guide for this question.
So I like Doctor Who Are You. I don't know where the other song comes from.
Doctor Who Are You Ought to Know?
That fits the Alanis Morissette. I don't know how Flea and Glenn Ballard get into it.
I don't even know who Glenn Ballard
unless
is.
they were part of a Doctor Who episode.
Well, stranger things have happened.
I like that answer, though.
Well, Stranger Things is a different show.
Oh, that's true. I didn't watch that one.
You know what? I'm fine with that if you want to go with that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to come up with anything better.
Okay, we're going to guess Doctor Who Are You Ought to Know.
All right.
That was so painful.
It really kind of was, because Glenn Ballard was the executive producer on Alanis Morissette's album. I believe Flea played on You Ought to Know, but our answer was Doctor Who Are You Ought to Know.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
When
you're like, I don't know who Jodie Whittaker is.
Yeah.
They won't get fooled again. And ironic. Yeah, they're never going to be able to put this together.
And I thought they were going the wrong. They said CS Ironic. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. It's going to see where they go with this. This is the actual magic watching it happen in person. But Jonathan pulled it out of his Jonathan.
Wow.
No, Jonathan. It's a small J.
It's never a small J, Chris. That is not the joke.
It is Doctor Who Are You Ought to Know.
Wow.
And Flea played bass on You Ought to Know.
Yep.
Jillian.
Yep.
We did that. I
learned something new today.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't know any of
that. Wow, I need to lie down.
I know. I need a cigarette.
I don't even smoke.
That is probably, I'll be honest, the most intense question of the entire game.
There were so many names,
it.
and it was so rapid fire. It was just like,
I don't know. I got it pretty easily.
Yeah. All right. Well, at the end of the second round, Mr. That Was Easy has 30 points, and Jillian and Jonathan have 52.
And we're going to go into round number 3 now with question number 1. I was told there would be no math.
Oh crap. Lord have mercy.
I'm out.
Don't be too scared. It's not a full-on math question. It's math adjacent.
Addition.
It's magician.
Sweet.
Math addition.
Addition. What 8-letter word best describes a piece of data used to detect errors during data entry, transmission, or storage? One would find examples of it as the last digit of a credit card number or a UPC code.
Oh, I like it.
I think that's...
Yeah, it fits the criteria.
Yeah, I like it. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Yeah, Josh.
We are locked in.
I just wrote down, I didn't know the last digit of a credit card number had a name. Like, I didn't know that was a thing.
No, I didn't know that either. And I don't know much about UPC codes, to be honest.
I mean, all I know is they're barcodes, and I know the first and the last digit of them are typically offset when you write them.
So data to detect an error.
Yeah. I know the 3-digit code on the back is different.
Yeah. Oh, why couldn't it be about the thing that detects if you're a robot? I know.
It could be something like a verifier. I mean, remainder comes to mind, balancer, something like that. Could be error correction is a function of testing, and testing is quality. Qualifier, something. Examiner
has 8 letters, but I don't think that's right.
Could it be like a qualtric or something like that?
I
don't know if that's a thing. I know there's a company called Qualtrics. Maybe that's where they got their name.
Yeah, maybe. Can we have a question about Jane Austen?
Wow, are we taking requests?
Yeah, right. I probably have some if you let me look through my archive.
No, don't change it. So,
I'm kidding. I'm not going to
kidding. He was kidding.
I'm just trying to cover up that I have absolutely no idea.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Just for the sake of speed, we can just go Qualtric and move on. QUALTRIC, something like that.
I was going to say, Jeremy, you're failing at your job of timekeeper.
Yeah, I was about to call it. They were having a good discussion, so it was like, all right, maybe. Although I guess if we give Jonathan too long, he is going to pull the right answer. That's the way it works.
All right, let's go ahead and
get down deeper.
Let's go ahead and lock in Qualtrics so that we can keep going.
All right, Qualtric and Josh and Christopher.
So this was because he said that it was math adjacent, like it's math adjacent. Nothing about the question seemed like math to me. It seemed like troubleshooting, technically something, credit card numbers. I have no idea the credit card angle or the barcode angle, but something that I think could be used for troubleshooting, like having a known quantity so that you can plug it in and get
variable.
Your expected outcome. I said identity because that is also a mathematical term. Now that you say it, it could be variable, but a variable, in my mind, would be something that by nature varies, right?
Yeah, I know, but what you were describing sounded like a variable.
All right.
So we locked in with identity.
Identity. And Qualtric was the other one?
Yeah, yes. Shut up.
Well, no team's getting credit on this, and I'll explain this a little bit. So the last digit on a credit card and the last digit on a UPC and other things, the digits have to math out to a certain number. So that digit will always change. So it is a variable. But what we're looking for, this term is called a checksum.
I've heard that term.
It makes sure that everything else is in the correct format.
I've seen that term in Excel formulas.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a lot in Excel formulas. So it is a math term, but it is also the name of the last digit on a credit card or a UPC code. It is the check digit or the checksum.
That's a good question. I learned that's a new thing to learn.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I work in grocery IT. I literally deal with check digits and checksums all day. When somebody types in something wrong and like it brings up the wrong items and it's like, so yeah, that's it's an interesting concept and something I only learned a couple of years ago. So
very cool.
All right. Going to question number 2. History. First issued in 1979. The Susan B. Anthony dollar coin featured the famous social reformer on the obverse side and a scene commemorating what historic event on the reverse side?
Oh, no. Yeah, I like it, Chris. I think.
Okay, let me just... so that answer?
Yes.
Okay, we're locked in.
Yeah, Jillian, to answer your question, on our coins, the back of a quarter is an eagle. The back of a dime is 3 torches. The back of a penny is the Lincoln Memorial. The back of the nickel is Monticello, maybe. They're usually places. There are some scenes, Like, I don't remember off the top of my head which one it is, but on one of the paper money, you have like a full signing of the Declaration of Independence, as the scene on the background. Other ones like the White House is on the back of a paper bill, the Lincoln Memorial is on the back of a paper bill, etc. So
the only thing I know about the Susan B. Anthony coin is that it didn't work properly in your machines.
Oh yeah,
it got mistaken bigger. For a different coin.
It's bigger than the other coins. You couldn't use it like that.
So it's bigger, so that means there could be a more detailed picture on it.
Yeah, absolutely, but still not as big as a dollar bill is.
Yeah, true.
I was trying to think if there might be something specific to 1979, and I couldn't, and I wondered if it could be something specific to voting or to women's rights. I honestly don't know. This is definitely going to be something U.S. mythology based, like not mythology, but the mythos of the U.S. and the history of it. It's definitely, I imagine it's going to be something like that.
So the whole coin wasn't all about
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's an event like a march or something, but I wouldn't be able to give you the answer. I can't give you the answer if it isn't.
No, like I say, I've only ever seen a picture of one of those, and I don't think I've ever actually seen the back of that.
I don't think I have either. You know what? We could say the landing of the Spirit of St. Louis. we could make it about something else completely. I don't know. But we could say the moon landing if you want to. It could be anything.
I think I would have heard about a coin with the moon landing on it because that would be pretty cool.
I'm sure there is one.
Wow.
The best the Gettysburg Address would be okay to me. The signing of the Declaration of Independence would be okay to me. I don't think that we have a right answer.
Well, are you feeling more of a pull for one to the other?
Yeah, I would do Declaration of Independence.
All right, go for it.
Okay, we'll say the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
As I was telling you guys at the beginning, we cleaned our carpets yesterday, so we're cleaning up things, picking them off the floor in order to get the people out there. Ran into a dollar coin, and it was a Susan B. Anthony. I looked at the back of it.
On the floor?
Yeah, it was on the floor. It was just, it was like one of those, we haven't used coins in almost a year now. Everything's been through, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
you just store them on the ground like everybody does.
Well, no, it fell on the ground from the dresser. Terrible. Anyway, but I looked on the back of it and I was just like, because again, it's like what you guys were talking about. Usually there's something about it that is that has on the opposite side of it, and there was an eagle on the opposite side of it, and I was like, why is there an eagle? But it looks like in the background of it is the moon. And so I said, Josh, I told him all this, and I said, I think it's the moon landing, and he's like, let's just go with it. And so we put the moon landing. And then when Jonathan said that, I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, I pointed out in the chat that it was a 10-year anniversary of the moon landing. So it could be that, but
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to somehow pull that out and land on it, Jonathan. It is the moon landing.
Woo! Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It is not your fault. I'm sure you don't have very much. Yeah, I'm sure you don't have very much American money over there, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I've got a dime.
Okay, there you go. FDR.
It's like Gettysburg Address, the Declaration of Independence. You know what? It's the moon landing.
Right.
That's what it's
I knew it was a possibility, but it was just guessing. There's like a 5% chance of anything, so whatever.
Going into question number 3. Sports.
Sport ball.
Sports. During Michael Jordan's first retirement from basketball, he decided, to much chagrin, to make a foray into baseball. During this time, what alliterative minor league AA team did he play for?
Do you want a 3, 2, 1 it, Chris?
100%. I'm just, I sent it over to Josh just to be on the safe side. He's good.
Jillian, do you mind if I 3, 2, 1 it with him?
Go for it.
All right, Jeremy, count us down.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
The Birmingham Barons.
That is the Birmingham Barons. Nicely done.
Yep. Chicago White Sox affiliate. So there's Jeremy's connection.
Terry Francona was his head coach.
Stupid White Sox.
You knew more about that than I did. I just remember it being the Birmingham Barons because being a kid in the 90s, I was a huge Michael Jordan fan. So
there you go.
At the end of the third round, Jonathan and Jillian have 62. Josh and Chris have 50.
We caught up a little bit, Josh.
Uh-huh.
All right. Are we ready for the midpoint?
Sure are.
Your midpoint category is literature.
Literature.
So there are 5 novels or series of novels in the Star Wars franchise, both current canon and the books that got moved to the Legends category, that feature a Sith Lord as the title character. For 5 points each, name 4 of them.
Wow.
I need the Sith Lord. I need the Sith Lord, not the name of the book title. But the Sith Lord that is in the book title.
Oh, you need the... Okay.
And also, I'm looking for books marked as adult fiction, nothing in the young adult or early childhood categories, because things go off the rails when you go to the thousands of books in those categories.
Yeah.
My autocorrect keeps changing Darth to Fatty.
Darth Fatty.
Mine went to Earth, so it shows what we type more often, I guess.
I'm just gonna write the last name from it. Just know it's Darth something, all right? Because I'm not. If I get Fatty one more time, I'm gonna start being offended by my phone.
Okay, we'll go with those 4 then. We can lock in. You wanted 4 out of the 5, right?
Correct.
All right, we'll lock in.
I agree with you on Plagueis. Like I said, I just saw Bane on Darth Bane's book on Audible because I was trying to find a new book to listen to. And then I think there's a Vader one. I'm pretty sure there's a Vader one.
I'd be surprised if there. I mean, I know there's a Dark Lord series. That, I mean, it doesn't reference him by name, and it's a title character. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a one of those 3 has an actual Vader in the name.
And I mean, I know there's a Darth Maul comic book, but I couldn't remember a book. But I put Maul on there just because. I mean, maybe there was a book. I don't know. After a while, I stopped reading just because they had so many coming out. It just got too expensive.
Right. And I mean, really, the only thing is the best Star Wars character is, Grand Admiral Thrawn. So why would you read any books that didn't have him?
Exactly. So, thank you very much. Yes.
Like how many Sith Lords can you really name apart from the 3 that we already said? I mean, Darth Sidious, Darth Tyrannus was Count Dooku, Darth Maul. Would any of those be the name of a book or a series?
And I thought there was like an older Darth, like one of the first ones, and I was trying to remember.
I'm sure there
that
is.
Name. Darth Dude, I don't know, but we need to.
I mean, if we're adding one of those 3, I mean, I think Darth Sidious would be the best guess as far as prominence, but I also don't know if that's. I don't think there's been any novels about a backstory or anything like that. So I think Darth Maul would be a better guess than Darth Tyrannus.
Okay, let's do that then.
So Pelagius, Vader, Bane, and Maul.
Yes.
Okay. And Jonathan and Jillian.
And we had similar answers. We went Vader, Maul, Sidious, and Tyrannus.
All right. Well, here is your list. My favorite I'm going to start with, and Chris, you should absolutely pick this up. Darth Bane.
Okay.
The Darth Bane trilogy, one of the best series in the Star Wars novels, by far.
Okay.
By Drew Karpyshyn. He also wrote the Knights of the Old Republic storylines.
And also, when I saw Bane, I just thought of Batman. It's like, so Batman, you want to be a Dark Lord?
All right, so we got Bane. The next one, if you played the Old Republic games, you've probably heard of Darth Revan. Now, in the book, I did say because it was title character, basically in his storyline and throughout the books, he is a Sith Lord who becomes a Grey Jedi. But Revan is one of the titles of the books, so Darth Revan. Darth Plagueis, which you guys said. Darth Maul.
Yes.
Nice. Perfect.
And then kind of the gimme toss-up, Darth Vader.
Nice.
2005, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader was released, so...
So you guys got all 4?
Yeah.
Nice. At the end of the midpoint, the score is 72 for Jillian and Jonathan to 70 for Chris and Josh.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about the bonus brigade, but they really did a number on us.
Just know where your Waffle Houses are from, man. You won't have a problem.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Stupid pecans.
All right, that is the end of the first half. And before we go on to the second half, I want to let you know that today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I believe Trivial Warfare has one of the most intelligent audiences of any show in the world. TV, podcasts, radio, it doesn't matter. Most intelligent audience. And that means that you already understand the benefit of counseling and the benefit of having somebody that you can talk to, that you trust. That's why I'm so thrilled to be partnered with BetterHelp. BetterHelp matches you up with a licensed professional therapist. They can engage with you as much as you need, and you can meet with them every single week. This is totally online. It's a safe, private environment without having to deal with the hassle of going out. Not only that, but BetterHelp's more affordable than traditional counseling. You're getting more for your money. If you want to get help or talk to somebody about family conflicts, anxiety, depression, self-esteem, any number of important topics, maybe you just need somebody to talk to. BetterHelp can help you make the connection with the right person. I absolutely adore the counselor that I got connected with through BetterHelp. We talk all the time. She helps me when I have questions about things that I don't want to talk about with other people. Not only that, but she encourages me. She gives me advice. It's really been a great experience, and I really want to encourage everybody to give this a try. So I want to help you to start living a happier life today. As a listener of Trivial Warfare, you'll get 10% off of your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/TWA. Join over 1 million people who have already taken charge of their mental health by going to BetterHelp, that's HELP, betterhelp.com/TWA. All right, let's get on with the second half of today's game.
All right, question 1 of round 4 is in the category of classic literature. Name either of the 2 Shakespearean plays whose plots are set in motion by shipwrecks. One off of Illyria and the other off an unnamed island. And since somebody mentioned the bonus brigade earlier, 2 points if you can name them both. Thank you, bonus brigade.
Bonus brigade. Do we have to tell you which one is the primary and which one is the secondary, or just give you 2?
Tell me which one you want your primary answer, and then yes, if you can name the second one.
Okay. Yeah, I would say just pick one of them. We got our primary.
Yeah, we're gonna lock in.
Okay, we're thinking the Tempest for our main answer, and we because that sounds right to me. I'm sorry, my dog is.
Somebody rattling their keys.
To go outside. I'm sorry.
What's happening right now?
So I'm going to mute. Chris, do you just want to take this one?
Okay.
I'll be right. Sorry about that.
It's the first time we've ever had somebody have to see a man about a dog during a recording.
That's a true story. Hashtag just saying. All right. So our main answer was The Tempest, and we're going to go with our bonus brigade answer of Merchant of Venice is the second one. But we weren't sure, and we didn't really want to waste a whole lot of time on it.
Right.
All right. And Jillian?
So we went with The Tempest as well, because that one definitely has a shipwreck. And the other one, I think, is A Comedy of Errors. Because that one, the whole plot is there's 2 sets of twins and they get in a shipwreck. So one set of twins, one of the twins they think is dead.
That'd be a good reason to think that.
and then one of them end up all in the same town, and there's all these jokes because they get mistaken for each other, and then their dad ends up being their mum is secretly like the head nun of the convent there, and everyone gets reunited, and there's a joke about an oak and a vine.
Okay. So
not 100% on the shipwreck. I think the shipwreck's at the beginning.
Well, crossing our fingers then, we said Tempest and Comedy of Errors.
All right, well, both teams are definitely getting credit for The Tempest. You're both correct. The other classic Shakespearean play that has a shipwreck at the very beginning to kick off events is Twelfth Night.
Oh, Oh!
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it.
I do believe A Comedy of Errors does have a shipwreck along with everything else that goes wrong in that play, but it is not at the beginning and does not set in motion the events. Even if it is towards the beginning, I don't remember. It's been a long time, but it's not the catalyst for the events in the story. It's just something that happens.
Quite right.
All right. Next question.
Going to number 2, keeping kind of with the theme, classical music.
Classical music.
All right, perhaps fittingly, the rhythm of the first 4 notes of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony resemble the Morse code pattern of what letter of the alphabet?
All right, then let's go with yours then.
Well, I didn't say I was confident in mine. I just said I didn't like yours.
Okay, let's do that then.
All right, we are locked in.
Can I just ask you something?
Sure. What's that?
Now, I don't know much about Morse code, but when you were saying that the earlier letters have shorter or more simple combos, but do any of them have more than 4?
I believe that, I don't know for sure, but I know that some of them have 4. I think some of them might have 5, but I'm not sure. But definitely some of them.
Because I was thinking if it was the letter E, which is the 5th letter, then that would be the first one.
I really like
not
V.
have dots.
So V is the Roman numeral for 5. And V is later in the alphabet, which would have been more in line with having 4 items. I didn't feel like V was right.
I have learnt the folly of disagreeing with you.
That would have been a good title also for the show.
That's funny. I really do like V because E just being the 5th, that was good logic, and that's kind of where I ended up at, agreeing. But then I think V makes it a more fun trivia question because it's a 2-step process to get to it if you're using logic.
Yeah.
Are you good with that?
I concur wholeheartedly, my good sir.
All right. I don't know who she's talking to, but we're going to say V.
All right. So we had a very similar conversation as y'all did.
Yeah.
So we talked about,
I hope you're wrong. Because we thought of E because of the 5th letter, but I think E is like a single dot, something shorter, more simple. And it might not be a single dot, but I think it's not as complicated.
I think A is a single dot.
I don't. It could be. And I don't. I'm pretty sure C is a single dash, or excuse me, T is a single dash. So I don't follow your earlier in the alphabet is shorter necessarily. I think it's from how common the letter is. We thought about V because fittingly and the 2-step. I like that too, but I was also thinking maybe it's the key that the symphony is in. Don't know that either. We ended up locking in with the key of G, though. We said G for our answer.
All right, so we have a V and a G. Well, ... dash is the Roman numeral V.
Oh, no!
Yay!
For 5, his 5th symphony. Yeah, ... dash is V.
Agreeing with Jonathan for the win.
All right. So Jeremy, real quick, is Phi is the 5th symphony? Is it Phi? Is it the numeric or is it the Roman?
No, it's numeric. It's the number 5.
It's just written.
Number 5.
Okay.
But V is Roman numeral for 5.
No, it's not that. No, I know that. No, I was just that was part of our conversation we were asking. Was it?
No, you had all the logic you needed. You just decided it wasn't right and moved on from it.
You even said, just go with that, Josh. I like it. And I said, nah, let's pick something random.
Moving on to question number 3 then. Kind of keeping with the theme a little bit. This is classic Jeremy or Jeremy Murders a Hit.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So the following song reached number 15 on the adult top 40, number 5 on the adult alternative, and broke the 100 for the Hot 100, and I forget which number. But it was played on the radio a lot. So what 2018 song starts with the following lyrics that I'm about to proceed to murder? Used to keep it cool, used to be a fool, all about the bounce in my step. Watch it on the news, what ya gonna do? I could hit refresh and forget. Used to keep it cool.
All right.
Completely murdered.
I thought it was pretty good.
It sounds nothing like the song, by the way.
We imagine, yeah.
I think it probably sounds better.
And I'll read it out loud for everybody else. It's used to keep it cool, used to be a fool, all about the bounce in my step. Watch it on the news. What you gonna do? I can hit refresh and forget. Used to keep it cool. And I'm looking for the title of the song.
I hear Hulk Hogan singing it. What you gonna do? I gotta hit refresh and forget.
Brother.
Jillian, I have no idea.
I've got less than no idea. I'm like coming out the other side of even less idea than no idea. I'm always terrible at these ones. I don't know. It's just that Katie said in the email it didn't matter if you suck. You can still be on.
That's true. That's the only reason I'm able to do the show. I mean, we keep letting Sam Mitchell on.
Love you, Sam.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
All right. We will. We have so many meow meows. It would break your meow if you hit it. So
I'm not letting you.
I won't even tell you. We're locking in.
Okay, so
all right,
Jillian. I mean, there is some kind of. I definitely have heard the song because the refresh and forget part is something that is ringing a bell for me, but I don't know.
I got no bells. I got no whistles.
Could it be like Cage the Elephant? Or
yes.
Like, sure, it could be anything you say. You know what?
Yes.
We don't know the answer. We're going to guess This Year by the Mountain Goats.
Is that really a band?
I think it is.
Wow. I gotta hear more about that.
Is that not their name? I'm pretty sure that's the name of the band.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So, but
no, I'm not. Oh. Am I saying the
it's
wrong?
not sheep.
No, yes, the band's name is the Mountain Goats. This is a popular band.
No,
Shut
I'm
up.
asking. I don't know.
Trying to make me feel bad for my decent answer.
No,
This Year by the Mountain Goats.
Bad.
What did you guys have, Josh and Chris?
And Josh?
We had nothing. So we locked in with Cool. Because it says it twice in the lyrics. So we locked in with
the sequel
Cool.
to Smooth by Carlos Santana.
Well, I guarantee this is one of those songs that you will know if you hear it because it's always playing somewhere. It's by AJR. It's called "Burn the House Down."
Oh, I know this. I love
burn
AJR.
the whole house down. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, no, this is a great
AJR?
song. It's a great band. They're a lot of fun.
It is.
What does it
They are
stand
fantastic
for?
live.
I don't know. Maybe their names, maybe?
Yeah, they're three brothers. It's Adam, Jack, and Ryan, I think.
Yeah. The current song "Bang" is by them. And
Oh,
it's really
so good. Yeah, I believe it's Adam, Jack, and Ryan met.
Yep,
is their last
that's a
name.
good band. I like.
Cool.
All right, at the end of the fourth round, the score is 92-80. Jillian and Jonathan have re-extended their lead.
All right.
Well, as we go into round number 5, then here's question 1 in the category of not as good as chicken nuggies.
Ooh, give me the nuggies.
What snack foods mascots include characters named Finn, Brooke, Coral, and Gilbert? If you're anything like my household, it would have been like declaring war on all toddlers if these weren't available. And shout out to James Key on this one, actually, for giving me this question.
Thank you, James.
The trivia nerd, as he goes by.
Yeah. Josh, lock that sucker in 100%.
That's good. We are locked in.
Yeah, you could even hit a meow meow or two because once you said it, it's like meow meow.
All right, Chris has more meow meows than me, but I locked in.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome. That's for y'all, though, because I don't know. So I can tell this is some water-related, fish-related thing because Gil, Brooke, Coral, Finn, those are all fish things or water things.
But when you said that, I thought maybe fish fingers, but that's not really a snack.
No, that's not a snack food.
So snacks are usually things that you that are crunchy and you eat them from a bag?
I mean, it could be chips of some sort. I would think I tend to lean towards more like some kind of gummy thing, or maybe a yogurt thing. It could be some kind of cookies. Mascots. So these are going to be things on a box or a bag, and they're probably fish-looking things. What kind of things have fish mascots? Or cereal? No, cereal's not a snack food.
Well, cereal's not a snack food unless you eat it straight from the box, I guess.
I mean, what kind of Swedish fish? Could it be Swedish fish? They'd all be called like Hans and Jan and whatever, though, so it's probably not Swedish fish.
Swedish fish. Oh, gosh. Okay, fish skin. I don't know.
No, it's going to be
I've seen that. I'm sure I saw that in a bag in Singapore. Oh, okay, so something fish-themed that's sweet.
Fish is fish lips a thing?
Fish lips?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I hope not.
Those are my favorite.
That sounds dreadful.
Your laugh sounds like a character dying on a video game.
It's like, Jillian, don't judge me.
Is Gushers? Could it be Gushers? Is that still a thing?
Gushers?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love those as a kid.
Yeah. I don't know. Fish, watermelon.
Fish cakes.
Y'all have weird stuff in Australia, don't you?
What, you don't have fish cake?
Fish lips, fish cake.
Vegemite, enough said.
Don't have fish cake.
I don't know what a fish cake is.
Victor, what are you saying about Vegemite? Don't let me come over there.
You know what? I don't have an answer. Do you want to go? Do you want to go fruit roll-ups?
Yep.
All right, we'll guess fruit roll-up.
Josh said it first.
Said Swedish fish, and I thought that was actually not a bad guess.
They don't have
mascots. We said the snack that smiles back. We said goldfish.
Oh my God! How did I not know
we're right there with you with the fin and the gill. It's all water related, and I thought for a second about those gummy sharks from way back when.
Yes.
I thought, but Jeremy was saying that his kids would riot, and I haven't seen gummy sharks in years. So we went with goldfish.
We don't have goldfish here.
Oh man!
That
there's
makes
one
me
thing
sad.
That you can give to a toddler to make them complacent, it's
Always.
goldfish crackers.
Yes.
And if you don't have them and they want them, there will be a tantrum.
We figured out freaking Doctor Who Are You Ought to Know and couldn't come up with goldfish.
Goldfish.
I wouldn't have got that, Jonathan. We don't have those over here.
Oh wow!
Well, and you were spitballing too. You're like fish lips, fish cakes. Probably has fish in the name. Like
Someone needs to send Jillian a case of goldfish.
Right?
Yes,
they're little cheese flavored crunchy fish crackers.
See, we have fish-shaped ones, but I think they're chicken flavour. Which, when you think about it, doesn't really make much
Chicken
sense.
of the sea?
Is it chicken or is it tuna? Oh, good job on that one, Chris and Josh. All right, going into question 2 on the round. This is in the category of business.
Business.
What is the 2-word name of the American brand of adhesive bonding products made by the family-owned company Swift Response, headed by pitchman and CEO Phil Swift?
Read it again, please.
What is the 2-word name of the American brand of adhesive bonding products made by the family-owned company Swift Response, headed by pitchman and CEO Phil Swift?
Yeah, it's your second one.
That's what I thought too. All right,
Yep.
We are locked in.
All right, you guys can talk it out then.
Jillian, Scotch tape is 3M, so it's definitely not that. This is Phil Swift is the guy who takes a screen door and puts it on the bottom of the boat and then fills it up with flex tape and makes it waterproof. So it's definitely flex. I think the original product was called Flex Seal, and then flex tape.
I am completely convinced because we don't have that here, I don't think.
Jeremy, you need to write more inclusive questions. What's up?
I know.
This is very American centric, yeah.
Right?
Well, of course it is. I knew that. It says it on the packet, doesn't it?
It does. I don't even have a packet, but it would. So yeah, we'll say Flex Seal.
All right,
Josh.
We also said the thing I said, is that the flex tape guy? And then as we went with Flex Seal as well because it was the name of the brand, not the specific product, so we believe Flex Seal.
Yeah, and who puts a screen door on a boat anyway?
Phil Swift.
Really?
Phil Swift does, and that's how you remember his products because it's crazy and nobody would do it anyway, and it is Flex Seal.
Yay.
Good job.
Flex Seal, but not goldfish. God.
I wasn't going to say it. Going into question 3 on this round, the category is, I was told there would be no more word games.
Word crime!
All right, so you guys are going to have to go down the garden path on this one a little bit. What TV show title do you get when you combine the titles of Pearl Jam's first album, released in 1991, Adele's second album, released in 2011, and Taylor Swift's fifth album, released in 2014?
That's it. Lock it in.
Sounds good. We are locked in.
All right, Jonathan and Jillian.
Do you know the name of any Taylor Swift albums, Jillian, other than 1984? Because I don't think it's going to be 1984. I think that was more recent.
Is there? Did she call one 0?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. I think I'm the wrong age demographic for Taylor Swift, I'm afraid.
Okay. So I think we're supposed to add the numbers together. So Pearl Jam is 10, and Adele is probably 21, because I know her first album was 19. I think her second album was either 21 or 24, but I think it was 21. So that gives you 31 right there. So you're adding 31 to a number. If it was 1984... then you'd add 31 to that, and you'd get 2015, but that's not the name of a TV show, so that doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to figure out if the name, like if I'm doing this right, if the name of the number is the whole name of the show. It could be not all numbers, like 10 plus 21 is 31, and then the show could be like 31 Monkeys or whatever, right?
Taylor Swift didn't have an album called Jump Street.
Yeah, I don't think so, and that would be 21 Jump Street too.
I know.
I was thinking the same thing.
Chucking out something stupid.
Well, I would listen the heck out of that. A Taylor Swift album named
The
Jump
only
Street.
Taylor Swift albums that I know are Red and 1984, and I think 1984 was more recent than that.
More recent than 2014.
Yeah, 2014 feels like it was even back in her country singer roots kind of days.
2014 feels like a million years ago, to be honest. Yeah. Pearl Jam.
Now that's the number 10. That's that's
it
10.
Is the number 10.
It's 10 plus 21 is 31 right now. So so we're looking for let's do it this way. Let's look for a TV show where the name is a number, right?
Yeah.
That can't be that many. It's not 90210. Wait, yes it is. It's 90210. Because we're not adding them together mathematically, we're adding them together sequentially.
Yeah, that's
9021 is 21. No, hold on. 90210. That doesn't work either. Oh, I thought I had it. Because it has the 10 and it has the 21.
Yeah.
902? No.
90.
She could have done it after her age. Like, I don't know how old she is right now, but it could have been something like 20. It could have been another 21. Then I would give 52. That doesn't help.
2020, a TV show. 31, 10, 21.
30 Rock.
Yeah.
30 Rock. You know, that could be. Maybe Adele's number was 20 and not 21, but I think it's 21. But if it was 20 and she named an album Rock, that'd give us 30 Rock. But
yep. It's better than 90210.
It is. This is awful. All right, fine.
I'm failing you again.
You're not failing me. We're failing each other. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Oh, that's kind of you to say that.
Yeah. We'll guess 30 Rock.
I'll just keep talking funny, and that will be my contribution.
So you guys are locked in with 30 Rock?
Sure.
All right, so I think it would have helped if you remembered that the Taylor Swift album is the date of her birth, and it's not 1984, it's 1989. And if you add 1989 and 31, you do get something that Jillian said, 2020. We locked in with 2020.
Oh, that hurts.
It's 2020.
That is absolutely correct.
I had the Taylor Swift year wrong, Jillian.
I wouldn't have thought of that as a TV show. I guess I immediately thought series.
You have the album's 10, the album 21, and the album 1989.
I put together 1984 with them and came up with a nonsensical answer. It's like, well, that's not the name of a TV show.
And 1984 was also a book by George Orwell.
Jeremy, that was very unique. That was a cool question. I
liked it.
That sucked. At the end of the 5th round, the scores, there's a jump now. Chris and Josh have jumped into the lead. It's 110 to 102.
Well, let's jump right into round 6, the last round before the gauntlet. With question 1, in the category of geohistory, what modern-day country, the oldest modern republic on its continent, started out as the only mainland colony the United States ever established outside of North America, which is reflected in its flag design and capital city name?
All right, we're locked in.
Oh, wow. That was quick. All right.
Josh, talk it out.
Yeah, Josh, any ideas? I mean, I threw my one thought out there.
I don't have any ideas. No, I don't. I mean, I'm not saying no to your answer.
No, I hear you. What I said was Monrovia, because I know that James Monroe, there was a country established in Africa, and it was called Monrovia.
But you asked for the current country, right?
I need the current name of the country, yes.
And Monrovia is not a current country in Africa.
I don't think so. No, I'm about 99.999% sure that's the case. So, do you have any other ideas?
No, I honestly didn't know that James Monroe had any part in establishing a colony in Africa. If that's the case, how about Liberia? I don't know.
Perfect. Wonderful. Let's do it.
We will
locked in with Liberia. And what's our wrong answer?
You just pulled a Jonathan.
Oh!
I hope that's
Monrovia is the capital city of Liberia.
Oh, I mixed it up.
You knew that, Chris. You've talked about that being on a West Wing before. Yeah, we said Liberia.
You're both absolutely correct. Liberia and Monrovia, as you said, the capital city is named for James Monroe. Yeah, that's Liberia.
I don't think that's part of a West Wing.
Oh, it 100% is. You've literally talked about it before.
Okay. Well,
all right.
We got it right. I'll take
Round 6, question 2. In the category of music.
Music!
Acapella fans may be familiar with the name of what type of music scale, which, unlike the traditional major or minor scales, could be played exclusively using the black keys of a piano?
I got nothing. Nothing. Can we answer this one together as a foursome, and maybe we can come up with an answer?
I'm just staring at my notes, and they're not
helping.
Staring back.
All right, I think we can lock in.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And you guys can talk it out.
So, Josh, is that a real word?
It's 100% not.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
But if it's not major or minor, I mean, medium or sounds. I mean, only playing only the black keys. I don't.
It's not like a bass scale or anything, is it? I mean,
no, because it's a type of music scale. Like there's a bass clef, there's a treble clef. Those aren't the scales. Not major, not minor. It's only the black keys.
Major, minor.
Just
modern major general.
Yeah. I'm not going to have an answer.
All right.
Medium or scale. That's the type of music scale. That's what we're answering.
Locking with medium?
Medium or. Yeah.
Medium or. Okay.
Not major, not minor. Yes, medium or.
Medium or.
So the acapella thing, I felt like really would lean towards Pentatonics as the most popular acapella group going on right now. And I know that that name comes from something to do with the scale. Jillian actually had a typo snafu kind of thing, and it led to pentatonic, and I actually like that better. I think it's a pentatonic scale, and they called themselves Pentatonics. Jillian, you pointed out there's 5 black keys in an octave, so that makes sense for pentatonic being 5. So we said pentatonic.
That makes me really angry.
I saw you just rip your headset off when he said it. Yeah, you guys nailed every single factor of it. There are 5 black keys. And that makes up the pentatonic scale.
Nice job, you two. Well done.
Good work.
Very well done.
Yeah, and the acapella thing was absolutely just a clue. It had nothing to do with the actual scale.
No,
pentatonics being a giant a cappella group.
Yeah. No, well done on the question. Well done on the answer, you two.
All right. Going into question number 3 on the round, the last question before we get into the gauntlet. In the category of space tech,
ooh,
what is the name of the AT&T communications satellite launched in 1962 that provided the first transatlantic television feed? And a thanks to James Key for this one.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, James.
All right, we're going to go ahead and lock in.
Oh, wow. Okay. Probably not TWA or something like an airline would have been.
I mean, Earth One is better than anything. I don't know the name of a satellite. I don't know.
Could it be the satellite? I mean,
the satellite's so nice they named it twice.
Exactly.
Earth One is as good as we got.
Yep. Okay. We're locked in with Earth One.
All right. I don't know if it was the
Jonathan
first
and Jillian.
one, but I know it was one of the first telecommunications satellites. We went with Telstar 1.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I have heard of that.
Yep. And you are absolutely correct. It is called Telstar 1.
Nice. Wow. Well done. Yeah, I would not have pulled that out.
Yeah, they still, to this day, will like some AT&T stuff will be branded with like Telstar on the side. It's like a branding thing they use internally.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the 6th round, the scores have flipped again. Jillian and Jonathan were perfect in round 6. It's now 132 to 120. Jillian and Jonathan have the lead. And our gauntlet category is going to be what?
All right, so today's gauntlet is brought to you by the fine alcoholics of the Quadrivia podcast.
Great.
On each episode of the show, we pull there'll be a segment called the Keyword Challenge where we pull a word out of a hat that's been submitted by a listener. So I pulled that on Jeff, Jason, and Corey and had them each write me a keyword question that revolves around the word gauntlet. So your gauntlet category
is
gauntlet.
That's very meta.
I love it.
Time for the maths.
Our wager is locked in. So we can figure it out.
Our wager is locked in.
Question 1. This is brought to you by Jeff Bim of RMT Trivia.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Elf shot the food or warrior is about to die are some of the phrases you might hear spoken by a narrator while playing the 1985 arcade game Gauntlet. This early example of speech in video games was made possible due to a microchip produced by what company? Originally founded in 1931 as Geophysical Service Incorporated. They adopted their current name in 1951 and are most well known for a product launched in 1990 that is still used today.
I think, Jillian, are you okay to lock in?
Yep.
Cool. All right, we'll lock in.
All right, we're locked in.
All right, question 2.
Question number 2. This one supplied by Jason Borsum of Liquid Courage Entertainment.
Oh,
thank you, Jason.
Guy.
Yeah, that guy.
God.
All right, it goes like this. In the film Avengers Infinity War, Thanos is on a mission to assemble the 6 Infinity Stones, slotting each into a designated spot on the Infinity Gauntlet. Which stone is ultimately set into the back of the gauntlet rather than set into one of the finger knuckles?
Okay, sounds good. We can lock in.
Yep.
I mean, we've had the same answer, right, Chris? So
yep.
We are locked in.
Okay.
Our answer's locked in.
Question number 3, supplied by Corey Marcoux of Third Degree Entertainment.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you, Corey.
Everyone's heard of running the gauntlet and throwing down the gauntlet. Earlier this year, however, with the recently established Generosity Brings Joy initiative, a second-grade teacher from which U.S. state picked up the gauntlet, so to speak, and found a way to turn hand warmers and memes into charity?
Yep, that's it.
Then we are locked in.
We'll lock in then.
All right, Jeremy, read them back.
All right, question 1. Elf shot the food or warrior is about to die are some of the phrases you might hear spoken by a narrator while playing the 1985 arcade game Gauntlet. This early example of speech in video games was made possible due to a microchip produced by what company?
Yeah, Josh and I talked about it. We really didn't have much of an idea on it. We ultimately ended up with saying Intel just because we figured maybe it was a different kind of processor or microchip that was talked about. So.
All right. It's funny, Jillian, you predicted the part of the question here. You literally tell him what you sent me before he asked the question.
Melkyrie needs food badly.
I remember that now.
Yep.
I liked this question. I hope we got it right. I don't know for sure. The Texas Instruments brand was big back in the 80s, and they came out with the TI-85 calculator, which might have been around 1990 and would still be the thing they're most known for. The thing, like Intel, they're known for microchips today, so it couldn't be them. I would argue the hell out of that. But Texas Instruments, maybe. So that's what we went with.
I like that answer.
Question 2.
All right. Question 2. In the film Avengers Infinity War, Thanos is on a mission to assemble the 6 Infinity Stones, slotted each into a designated spot on the Infinity Gauntlet. Which stone is ultimately set into the back of the gauntlet rather than being set into one of the finger knuckles?
Well, we thought first that maybe it was the soul one because we both knew that we both thought the last one was from Vision's head, but then we decided that it must be the Mind Stone because it was in his head.
And we thought that the soul probably came from the sacrifice of Gamora, too. We liked the idea of the soul coming from the sacrifice.
And you're right with that. The line is a soul for a soul. That's why Gamora has to die. Spoiler alert. Or also
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
I couldn't come up with that for the life of me. But yes, we also locked in with the Mind Stone as Thanos takes it out of Vision's head right at the very end of that film.
That was very upsetting.
All right, question 3.
Question number 3. Everyone's heard of running the gauntlet or throwing down the gauntlet. Earlier this year, however, with the recently established Generosity Brings Joy initiative, a second-grade teacher from which U.S. state picked up the gauntlet, so to speak, and found a way to turn hand warmers and memes into charity.
At first, we were like, what the heck is this question about? And then when Jeremy reread it again, it made sense to me because, of course, Bernie Sanders in the infamous meme warming his hands with his little mittens that he had that were so adorable. And then I remembered, they were made for him by a person in Vermont that just really cared for his well-being and sent it to him. So we wrote Vermont.
We also picked up on the Bernie Sanders clue and went with Vermont.
Okay.
All right, Jeremy, so you get to tell us where we're right, where we're wrong.
All right, well, we're going to go through this backwards then, since most of these answers were the same. Number 3, absolutely, you guys were spot on. A teacher from Vermont makes these gloves for charity, and they blew up. From what I understand, she still has back orders of people giving her money to make these mittens, specifically for charity. She doesn't keep any of the money. It's all donated from what I understand, and because of the Bernie Sanders meme, blew up, and it's from the state of Vermont. Absolutely. For number 2, I kind of thought we'd have at least a few geeky people here with me on this one, so I like this question. And yeah, you were both absolutely spot on. The Mind Stone was pulled from Vision's head and slotted into the final slot on the Infinity Gauntlet, which is on the back of his hand at the end of Infinity Wars.
All right. And then question 1 for all the marbles.
Question 1. One of my favorite arcade games as a kid is Gauntlet, and I love this one as well. But one team figuring out that Geophysical Service Incorporated changed their name in 1951 to Texas Instruments.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
And the TI-83 Plus calculator is the most common calculator used in schools.
Very nice.
Calculator.
Very nicely done.
In 1990. Wow. Yep.
Yeah, nicely done.
All right, man, what a game. Holy moly. I can tell you guys that we wagered 11 points. You are spot on with your wagering, so we'll finish with 143. All right, so what did y'all wager?
So we thought that you'd probably wager 11. We wanted to cover that, but then also round up just in case you pulled any trickery. We wagered 30, and it ended up not mattering.
Oh, final score, 143-90. Your winners are Jillian and Jonathan.
Nicely, Jonathan.
Good job, guys.
Good game.
Yeah.
All right, before we go, we like to give everybody a chance to do shout-outs and promote causes they care about. Jeremy, we'll start with you. Great job hosting today, by the way. Kudos to Jeremy.
Yeah. Good work.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys for playing. So yeah, my shout-outs would be definitely another big thanks to Brittany Shaw for the Warm It Up Chris and that before and after round. James Key, the trivia nerd, for tossing me a few questions that I used as fillers in there. And of course to my cohorts and brothers in arms at the Quadrivia podcast and the Trivia Writers Co-op for sending the gauntlet my way.
And if people want to listen to Quadrivia, where do they go?
You can find the Quadrivia podcast on really any podcast aggregator, or we just moved over to Anchor.fm, I think, for hosting. Anchor.fm/Quadrivia podcast. Otherwise, you can find me personally on Twitter at JareWG or on Twitch almost every night at twitch.tv/LKJeremy. We do trivia and then a lot of marbles.
Very cool. Jillian, you're up.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I had a great time. And get vaccinated when you can.
Absolutely. Yes. And for those of you who didn't figure it out, it is probably 2 a.m. now, Jillian's time.
Just after.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us.
We appreciate
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
And Josh, we'll finish with you.
All right, well, I got to say thank you to my wife and kids for doing what they can to stay quiet as they're getting ready in the morning, because I'm taking up a main room in the house while, from 7 to 10 in the morning on a Saturday. So many thanks to them. And I'd just like to say, as a general rule, just don't be a jerk. Right now, there's a lot of heightened emotions with COVID-19, or at least in America with elections, and people can have different opinions about everything. But the most important thing to remember is just don't be a jerk. You disagree with somebody, that's fine. You don't have to be a jerk. That's my cause.
All right, your raison d'art. That is going to wrap us up. For Jillian, for Jeremy, for Josh, and for Chris, I'm Jonathan. This has been episode 316 of Trivial Warfare, where it's not just trivia, it's war. Bye, everybody.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped TrivialWarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit ProPodcastingServices.com.
All right, question number 2. Don't go wasting your emotion. Just enjoy this torched anglaise while listening to the dulcet tones of Swedish pop.
What is torch and glaze? Could you spell that?
Torched, Anglaise. Anglaise.
Okay,
So,
repeat the whole thing, please.
Yep. Don't go wasting your emotion. Just enjoy this torched anglaise while listening to the dulcet tones of Swedish pop. And I will admit this is the hardest of the 3.
Oh.
It's possible you just witnessed one of those moments. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think this is it, Jillian. I like that last thing. I think that fits really well. All right, Jillian, you want to lock in?
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, we're going to lock in.
All right, so for a torched creme anglaise, that's a creme brulee in my mind.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a Swedish pop group that ends with creme or starts
brulee.
With A.
Goulet.
Goulet.
And we thought about baked Alaska ba, but that's a torched meringue. I feel like like that's not you wouldn't call the outside of a baked Alaska an anglaise.
I've never had baked Alaska before, so
it's pretty good, but
it sounds wonderful, but
I don't.
I have had a cooked salmon. It's almost like baked Alaska.
Is that like salmon?
You tried, Jonathan. You really tried.
Salmon are a fish that swim in Alaskan rivers.
You tried.
Chris, can you think of any Swedish pop groups that start with a long A?
Well, Aha is one of them, like you said.
Well, I know, but it's
ha.
not. But that's a short A. It's not like creme brulee ha. Sounds like a poor attempt at yodeling.
Yodelole-hee-hoo.
Creme brulee Amy Winehouse. She's not Swedish, but
she really is not. No. Josh, we are struggling here, bro.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it could be ABBA or AHA because they both start and end with the same phoneme, so it'd be hard to distinguish between the two in an actual answer. I don't think you could say this is the right answer between those two.
I guess my question to you is how confident are you in the food portion of it?
I mean, a crème anglaise is a type of it's a pastry cream.
Okay.
Unless there's something like that starts with hot, like hot. Because then that'd be
hot fudge
different
sundae.
from a hot fudge sundae.
But that's buns.
Right. That's not torched, right? Like
no. It is not.
It's just melty and gooey and yummy and tasty, and I want one.
And happy.
But I think the best we're going to come up with is baked Alaska ba.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I mean, and let's just hope that maybe it's also considered a torched anglaise or
anglaise. Yeah,
it sounds like a character from Wicked, the Alaska ba.
Alaska ba.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Jeremy. All right, our final answer is baked Alaska ba.
Baked Alaska ba. Jonathan and Jillian?
We said creme brulee ace of base.
Oh no!
Creme brulee of base. Right there. A's.
All right. So what we're looking for, and I'll explain it here in a second. Creme brulee is absolutely correct. You did get that. But Don't Go Wasting Your Emotion is one of the main lyrics in the ABBA song, Lay All Your Love on Me.
So you changed the sound of the letter?
So creme brulee ba?
Creme brulee all your love on me.
Oh, creme brulee all your love
on me. Oh, man.
Oh, you wanted the song?
Yes.
Can you read the question again? Because it sounded like you wanted the group.
Don't go wasting your emotion. Just enjoy this torched anglaise while listening to the dulcet tones of Swedish pop.
And what part of that clue did you ask for the question?
Or for the song?
Did you ask for the song?
I mean, he said while listening to, I guess. But
while listening
to, you're listening to an artist. Ace of Base is this is a right answer.
I like that answer. I mean,
no, it's not a right answer.
Based off Don't Go Wasting Your Emotion was based off of the song lyrics.
Oh, well, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit the song itself. Okay, I got you there. Jeremy, honestly, that you didn't ask a question. You didn't ask us for a band or a song.
Okay, that's fair. I can.
So I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. Neither one of us kind of looked for a song there.
Would you like me to replace that with a different one? I do have another before and after.
I would say yes, please.
I would say yes too.
This one was unfortunately this one was easier, which is why I didn't use it. That's okay.
I'm okay with easy right now. We got 10 points.
It won't be easy for me because I'm an Australian.
All right, I got this one.
So it needs to be about deadly animals, Jeremy.
The category is: remember when phones had cords?
Yes. And it was only in the kitchen.
Okay. Because lower numbers were the most desirable to dial on rotary phones, prominent and highly populated cities were allotted favored area codes like 212, 213, 312, and 313. Name any three of the four cities that those codes belong to.
Wait.
And the bonus brigade.
You shouldn't be naming a 3 of 4 question on a regular question. 3 of 4 is. I mean, that's like a midpoint kind of question.
I can do 2 of 4. Or you don't want to do that at all?
If you have another question, I think that might be the better option.
Right, give me a second. I have backups.